Okay, this is the first clue for the heirloom crochet cowl. That's a mystery crochet along for knit and knot. So assuming you are all okay with chaining and starting with a slip stitch, I'm going to make a small sample here. To show you how to join in the round and then to also do the star cluster stitch. So here is my chain. I'm doing a little mini piece here, so I'm doing 32. And to make sure it's not twisted in the round, you'll lay it flat and then you're going to join right here in the first stitch with a slip stitch. So you yarn over and then you pull through both, which makes an extra stitch here. That's your slip stitch, and then it kind of buries your first stitch. So if you need to place a marker, this would be where you would do it. You would place it actually in this stitch right here. And we're going to continue. The star cluster tells you row 1 to chain 3. We're going to chain 3, and then we're going to pick up 1 stitch on the second chain just made. Here's the second one. We're going to go through there, pick up a stitch, come back out. It says pick up 1 stitch in the first chain. That would be right here. We're going to go in, pick up a stitch, come out. So you should have 3 on your hook. Then you're going to pick up a stitch in the same chain space of join just completed. That's right here. You're going to go in your first stitch there, yarn over, come back out, so you'll have 4 now. Now you're going to pick up 1 stitch in each of the next chain 2. So here's the first chain, chain 1. Here's the next chain, chain 2. So now you'll have 6 on your hook. Now you're going to yarn over and you are going to pull through all of them, just like that. Okay, now you're going to yarn over and chain 1, and then we're going to do the same thing, and this is the part that's going to be repeated all around. That one was a little bit special because we had that chain 3 at the beginning, but now for all of them you're going to do this. You're going to pick up 1 stitch in the hole made by the chain just completed, which is right in here. So we yarn over, we have 1 stitch there. Pick up 1 stitch in the side of the cluster, that's right here. Yarn over and come out. Pick up 1 stitch in the same chain that we just worked this past one in right there. So that's 4, and then you're going to use these 2 new ones and get 2 more. So 1, 2, and then you should have 6 again. Yarn over, bring through all 6, and this is what it's going to look like. Yarn over, and there's your first chain. So you're going to repeat this one all the way around. I'll do one more. So we're going to go in the hole just made, yarn over, come out. Go in the side of the cluster just made, yarn over, come out. Go in the stitch we just worked, yarn over, come out. Go in a new chain once and twice, and then yarn over and pull through all 6 stitches and chain 1. Okay, so we're going to do this all the way around. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the round here. And I'm going to finish my last cluster, and you can see my stitch marker is right here, so we know the last stitch has to go in there, which is good because that lines up with the cluster I'm making. Okay. Now it says until you reach the beginning and then join with slip stitch. We're going to slip stitch right into this chain 3 So we're going to go in, yarn over, pull it through, and pull it through. And that will kind of close up the beginning. It's not perfect, but that's okay. That's what we want. We're going to start the second row now. We're going to chain 2, and now we're going to do 2 half double crochets in every star hole, if you want to call it that, until the next marker. So that would be right here and all the way around. And if you want to double check yourself, I had 32 stitches because I'm doing a wee little one. I had 16 stars. I checked all the way around. I've got 16, so that means I did it right. If you're doing the chain 64, the small version, you should have 32 stars. If you're doing the bigger one, 64, and the largest should have 96. So that's a good check. Okay, so a half double crochet, you yarn over, go in the star hole, yarn over, and come out. You should have 3, yarn over, and then you're going to pull through all 3 at once. And we'll do that twice. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, come out, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now I'm going to move my marker at this point after I've done a couple stitches. And I'm going to mark my last one as the chain 1 star hole of the row below. You can do that sooner if you don't want to forget. You can do it right away once you do your slip join. I just do it after a couple stitches are on there, just so I have something to kind of look where I am. Okay, so we're doing 2 half doubles all the way around. And really this is it. So that's your star cluster stitch. This kind of completes the top portion. Makes it look like a starburst all the way around. You'll do this all the way to the other side, where you'll do 2 right in there, and then you'll slip stitch right to the chain at the beginning, and that will be it for this week.